Imagination over time. Say you need to go find yourself. What if you stay this time? Won't you stay? Baby, won't you stay with me? We can find a way. You just make me feel complete. Won't you stay? Stay with me and let's see. I can see the way you move. Please don't be afraid. I can see the lies were not true. We can find a way.
Oh, alright. Oh wow, music's still playing, sweet. Turn that down quite a bit. Really, we don't even need it. We don't need that. Alright, so what's up, everyone? It's Dakota, and I am back with another stream. So to give some background on to what exactly we're looking at, why we're playing this deck instead of something else that we went over this past week, kind of as a last minute thing, I decided I'm going to go to SCG Con Columbus and play in the Modern 20K event. And of course, essentially the only Modern deck that I have built in paper that I'm going to be able to play, that I definitely have enough reps in, that I'm comfortable with, is Black-Green Yawgmoth. It's been my bread and butter. I've done very well with it. Playing on Magic Online, playing in paper as well, and overall, I think the deck is just very versatile and very good. It definitely finds its spots. There's not any matchups. It's kind of like mid-range of the format, I believe, even though there's obviously the Rakdos scam decks that play like a mid-range deck. Green-Black Yawgmoth, I think, has like matchups that are good, but they're not like overly good for like maybe one or two matchups where it's heavily favored in Yawgmoth's favor, and it really doesn't have a lot of matchups that are, very much not in your favor. So I really like playing this deck. It does very well against Hammer. It kind of folds the scam a little bit, but there is some tools that it has to stop itself from just absolutely getting wrecked by it. Rhinos is a super tough matchup, especially since now they're playing playing up to like Force Negation and Subtlety and have access to Fury. But overall, like, you just kind of have game against everything. I mean, you can beat Rhinos even if it is not in your favor. I don't think it's a total blowout. Just like I don't think Rakdos Scam is a total blowout. If you can answer their scam creature, you definitely have some tools to kind of win those games, just like any Magic tournament, like playing Modern, which is such a diverse format and can be very easy to kind of run away, you do kind of need a little bit of luck too. So I know that I'm going to need some luck, hope to dodge some of the worst matchups and play a little bit more of the games that are like 50-50 or in my favor and stuff. But that goes with any tournament. You want to play against good matchups, you want to avoid the bad ones. So real quick, we'll go over this deck. That is not where I want to be. I want to be here. Okay, so in this, there's a few different versions of Yawgmoth that I've seen people play. I've seen a lot of people playing this one of Shieldred in the main board. I can definitely see some spots where it's very good to just like slam a Shieldred and basically tell your opponent good luck. We're also playing a singleton copy of Orcish Bowmaster. Let me just kind of shuffle some of these cards around here. So we're playing a few different one-ofs in the deck, and I'll kind of pull them to the side here. Blood Artist is essentially the auto-include. People are playing Zulaport Cutthroat to play around like the One Ring. I don't think there's a lot of situations that are going to come up that are going to be relevant where Blood Artist is worse than Zulaport Cutthroat. Like, even if you have to wait until the upkeep to kill your opponent and whatnot with Blood Artist, I don't think it's going to really matter all that much, so I'm just going to keep rocking with the Blood Artist. Definitely has some upside in just being able to ping other creatures. I actually just had a game where I was playing against a red-black deck, and I went down to 3 life, sacrificing a creature. They went to bolt me, and then I was able to sacrifice a creature to then kill another creature, go up to 4, fizzle their lightning bolt, and then attack for lethal. So definitely with cards like Zulaport Cutthroat, I would not have been able to do that. And I think those situations will come up more than protection from everything from the One Ring or things like that are going to come up all that often versus Blood Artist. So I'm going to rock with the Blood Artist. Hapatra, Vizier Poisons, is a card that's going to do very well against like the mid-range decks. This plus a Yawgmoth plus a creature essentially means that you can put a -1/-1 counter on one of your opponent's creatures. You draw a card, you make a 1/1 snake, and then you can sacrifice a snake to put a counter, and you end up getting the snake back. And essentially, you can mow down your opponent's board. You could also turn some of like your other dorks and stuff like that, like your halflings or your ignoble hierarchs into 1/1s, or if you have any undying creatures, upgrade them into 2/2s and 3/2s, and get a 1/1 for your trouble as well. Also has a secret mode where you can put a -1/-1 counter if you deal combat damage, but a lot of the time, it's not really going to matter. There's a few corner cases where it could matter, where you could put like a -1/-1 counter on your Stringer Geist and be able to like bounce it and draw some more cards if you need to. But overall, like this is going to be kind of a hoser for those creature decks, the mid-rangey, kind of try to grind you out. Like their creatures overall are going to be better than ours, and Hapatra is going to be the way that we kind of break the symmetry in those matchups. You go down to Endurance. Endurance is just like a one of, like if we draw this against, like Live Again, draw this against really any of the decks that want cards in their graveyard, even like Rakdos, we can kind of blow them out. There's a potential to have like two of them and like maybe not play a Bowmaster or the Shieldred, but I think playing one right now is fine, and that's kind of the purpose of this stream, is to kind of test and see how the main deck is. We have a few different ways that we can audible into something different, and this is what I'm looking forward to try. But Endurance in the current format is pretty good. I might consider a third one in the sideboard so I can play the full 4, but so far I've been happy with 3, and I think I might stick to that. Bowmaster's a one of. It's kind of controversial in the way that it doesn't really contribute to the combo all that often. I mean, it does create 2 bodies when it comes into play. It can kill some 1 toughness creatures, and of course get some opponents trying to draw a bunch of cards with the One Ring, and even like Living End if they try to cycle a lot of cards that aren't, the land cycling cards. But overall, it's just not going to do much. I mean, it does convoke for 2, making the token plus the orc itself, but it doesn't contribute to any of the green pips and Court of Calling, so that could potentially cause some issues, especially with the mana base being like predominantly green and wanting all these like green cards. Bowmaster isn't going to really contribute well to those. Of course, we can be sacrificed to Eldritch Evolution to go get Yawgmoth or to go get a Shieldred. So that's kind of like we're rocking with like these flexi type cards. I mean, I could see like Bowmaster, potentially just being another Endurance and not worrying about playing the Bowmaster. But I think the Artists, the Hapatra, and the Endurance are the cards that are like guaranteed to stay, and Bowmaster and Shieldred, depending on how they feel, could potentially be on the chopping block. The rest of the deck is pretty par for the course. You have 4 Yawgmoth, 4 Stringer Geist. I've seen some lists that were playing like 2 Geist, and you were playing like some more Bowmaster. And I think I'd rather just have the 4 full Undying creatures and relying a little bit more on like the Tutor package and Eldritch Evolution and Court of Calling to kind of set up the combo and have access to as many of these cards as possible. Halfling can make your Grist and Yawgmoth uncounterable, plus just being able to tap for a colorless mana for a lot of these other spells is going to be okay. Obviously, you're going to want to be casting some of these other spells, and with people playing, cards like Counterspell, they can definitely get you. So Delighted Halfling, fine. It also doesn't fold to a Wrenn and 6 or any of like the 1 power or like Bowmaster and things like that. So. You have 4 Yawgmoth, just 1/1 Undying for 1. Obviously very good. It's a very cheap Undying creature that you can kind of bounce back and forth when you need to, when you set up your combo. You have 3 Ignoble Hierarch. Probably could play 4 and just only play 3 Halfling, but I'm going to play 3 Hierarch. The best mana creature probably in the deck because it taps for all the colors that you would need, plus giving Exalted to like one of your creatures allows you to play defense a little bit better, and of course chip in for some more damage. Wall of Roots is probably like the best mana dork, and I know I said that for Ignoble Hierarch, but with Wall of Roots in Moto, obviously it can add a color and then it can convoke for Court of Calling and essentially give you 2 mana in that respect. Also goes into your Yawgmoths, your Shieldreds, and things like that. From Eldritch Evolution, and in paper, if this has 4 counters on it, and activating it would put the 5th counter on it, you are able to Eldritch Evolution and Eldritch Evolution with it, even though you're putting the other counter on it, just with the way that casting spells work. And the same thing with Court of Calling, you're able to add mana and convoke with it as well. Can't happen in Moto. because it's bugged and it's been bugged forever. And I believe I only had like 1 or 2 situations come up where that matters. Putting the last counter on it and then being able to do it, and I think it might have actually came up in like the same match. So I'm gonna hope it doesn't happen on Moto, but you know it could happen. It does come up from time to time, and it is mildly annoying when it does come up. Of course, Stringer Geist, you know, 3 of the sweet ones, then 1 of the regular ones, you know, whatever. Eldritch Evolution, Quarter Calling, Grist, who's probably like like one of the best cards in the format, can get hit off Quarter Calling and Eldritch Evolution off of any of these other dorks. Can help feed the graveyard, and is kind of like an alternate win condition where like you can just play Yawgmoth, and if you don't have all these Undying creatures or you never find your Blood Artist, you can kind of just like sack, you know, put a bunch of creatures in the graveyard, discard cards to Yawgmoth to activate its ability, and then Grist Ultimate can easily do 10, 12, you know, make your opponent lose 10 to 12 life on top of, you know, the chip damage from their own lands and these Undying creatures being annoying and getting in there. The mana base, I've opted for an Urborg and a Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. The Urborg might get cut for like maybe like another Twilight Mire or like a third Blooming Marsh, and a Dryad Arbor might end up becoming something else. We're going to see how well the Arbor works. I kind of like just having access to it with a fetch land, because then it can be kind of like a starter for Yawgmoth, just to kind of get access to an extra card. You know, you thin your deck of like a land and then just get to draw another card after it, which, you know, could be nice. We're playing 2 Beseiju, just always been kind of the staple to play 2 of them, so we're going to keep playing them. Misty as the off-color fetch choice, 2 Peatland, 2 Overgrown Tomb, a Swamp, and 2 Forest. The sideboard, we're definitely looking to stop a little bit more of like the kind of like combo-y decks with Thoughtseize. Endurance is definitely a way to stop kind of like the graveyard-based combo decks. Like this is kind of like what we're going to bring in against, you know, the Living End decks. Fatal Push, more of like the mid-range. Same with like Pylon, and the One Ring is going to kind of show up in those like grindy matchups where we just need more cards. I'm going to be testing the One Ring as well, because Elven Chorus has been a card that's been showing up over the One Ring in the sideboard, and I kind of want to test the One Ring because I'm sure that Elven Chorus is pretty good when, you know, all but like 7 cards in your deck minus the lands are creature spells. You have Collector Oof, kind of for the like the Tron matchups. Haywire Might against like the Urza Saga decks, you know, and potentially Blood Moon decks. Force of Vigor, kind of the same thing. Those annoying decks that want to play with Urza Saga and things like that. Soulless Jailer is like another hate piece for the red-black mid-range decks. It can stop them from being able to get them back. Plus, being an 0-4, like mixed with like a Wall of Roots, is like impossible for, you know, most creatures to attack through. A Fury's mildly annoying because it can just kill one creature, blah, blah, whatever. But, you know, by and large, like, their other creatures just aren't going to be able to attack through these cards. So we're going to take it through a Modern League. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Let's go here. And we will see how she goes. Here. Oh, I believe I have the command set up as well. If you type in exclamation point, deck, I think so, something like that. There's some commands that I need to like super work on, but you can see the deck list on Stream Decker. Well, what we're playing, you know, if, to reference, of course, I will leave it pulled up on my other screen so I can reference it as well. Feel free to ask questions, all that fun stuff. We're gonna do our best, to put it lightly. We're gonna do the best that we can. Alright, looks like we got... Check this on the match. Alright, and we win our first die roll. Hopefully good things to come. And as we have a 7-land hand, a mulligan. Alright, have our one of Endurance. I'm almost tempted to put back the Beseiju, because I don't know if I want to put back any of these other cards. So I'm going to put the Beseiju back and hope I don't immediately regret that decision. They begin with 7. Endurance is going to be a little rough, simply for the fact that it's not necessarily going to be able to stop like a evoke, but you know, if they decide to take something else. We might be playing against Merfolk. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright. So maybe our Strangler guys aren't going to be all that great, but especially since they let on like Mutavault. Play the cool Strangler guys first. Smash. Hopefully they're not playing like actually green in their deck, because then their Mutavault actually helps them cast things. So call this island cycling. So okay, so I know Spike was playing like a blue-red Merfolk deck, so I haven't actually like seen what exactly it does, but I don't necessarily trust it. Let's kind of try to race them. They don't have a 1 mana thing to put in with Aether Vial, so that could be pretty good. That's not the screen that I want. What's this one? Saluna, uncounterable. Alright, well, we want to draw a land. So we can get them if they want. Oh, alright, sweet. Hopefully we can kind of get them if they have like a Merfolk Trickster, because if they try to Trickster one of them, yeah, let's see. I think it's if you control 2 other Merfolk. If you control these 2 other Merfolk, so they can't add a mana to activate this and then do something with it. So I mean, put some pressure on them. All right, so they could decide to flash in a 2-drop. Probably take out this Grist. Lord of Atlantis. Got a decent amount of pressure on it. They leave it on 2, so they have something to vial in. Maybe they have another. So okay, there's activating. Attack for 5, 6, 7. So I'd imagine this is like put in Lord. Ugh. Yeah, so alright. So maybe not another Lord. So we can go 2. I kind of want to just keep pressuring them. We know that they have a 2-drop, so I mean it could be like another Lord. It could be like a Silver Gill Adept too. I mean it could be like anything. There's a lot of 2-drops in this deck. Trickster. So then they go do that block. Yeah, and they get to eat it too. Sheesh. If we draw a green card, we can chord for Yawgmoth. A land or green creature, we chord for Yawgmoth. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Lord, activate plus Lord doesn't get us right now. And they choose not to activate their Aether Vial or take up their Aether Vial. Oh, this isn't it. And step, choose to do nothing. Ominously pass with a bunch of mana. Four. Yeah, better, but yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So we have a choice, which I think I'm going to. I'm going to cast Endurance. The reason being that if they can flash in the Lord that lets them sack things to counter non-creature spells, and this gives us kind of another way to. All right. Another chord. So if they choose to activate this, we respond to it, which for us they don't. A little unfortunate. They probably have it. I mean, just kind of unfortunate for us. Playing Lightning Bolt in the deck, which is interesting. Wow. Alright, give me a Yawgmoth. Draw another card. Choose this. Alright. Alright, and we have a Court of Calling for the Blood Artist. Alright, well, I don't know why, if they force a negation, so they do it on our turn. It's like this. Oh no. Alright, so if I play a Wall of Roots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I think... Alright, so the way we lose is if they have another bullshit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The way they've played this game, if they're sandbagging it now, like... Because even if they have like a bolt, we can we can do some shuffling. Yep, there we go. All right. Maybe play the game a little too safe, but you know, definitely that's how we lose that game, is if we just go for it and run right into a Alright, let's... What do we want here? Definitely want these cards. Evolution's probably going to be a little bit worse. Endurance kind of blocks. Orcish Bowmaster's not at its best here. Not that page. Thoughtseize. I don't know if I want Thoughtseize in the draw. Oh, so Eldritch Evolution's gonna be a little bit worse. 8 Wire Might. I don't think I want to kill. I don't think I want to kill their Aether Vial that bad. Nor do I care about stopping it from activating. I'll try that. We're on the draw. This hand might be a little too slow. I guess it. And we end up playing boom. You know, fetch land. Go Wall of Roots. Alright, so this might be worth keeping, even though I kind of said it was bad. We have Beseiju, so if like they lead on Aether Vial, they're not going to get to go up too far, and they mold to 6. So no 1-drop. Grist might be good later. Definitely mixed with Stringer Geist, it's going to be pretty good. Alright, they got 2-drop they want to play. Alright, Vial. Play Wall of Roots. Unfortunately, no 1-drop to play off of it. But we can... What expansion symbol is that? Theme deck set. Alright, no. Drawing the Hepatra now means that we can Beseiju. Stop them from getting any value out of it. They want to Lightning Bolt the Dryad, that's fine. I mean, this is essentially going to allow them to double spell, but like now they have to actually tap their lands, and that's a way that they could just continue to like generate additional value. Kind of hoping they tap out for Saluna now. That'd be sweet. Another Vial. Alright, let's set up. Let's kind of set up a grist. That way we can like cord for a bunch. No. If they have like a flash, oh, so they just have like lightning bolt. Shh, I can cord for one. It's not really gonna do much, so we're kind of alright with cards getting put into our graveyard, like creatures getting put into our graveyard, because right now our current game plan is Gristin. Alright, 5 mana? What? Oh, is this a Lorien's revealed? Yeah, because I mean, we saw that game 1. And that's not good for us, like for them to be able to gas back up, but you know, also makes it super likely that they have a force and negation. And we milled our blood artist. No, looks like we're winning a pretty fair game. It still allows us to cord for 2 or for 4. So they put a second counter on it. At least with like kind of this grist engine going, this Court of Calling is going to be super critical to resolve. Unless they just do nothing. We'll go for it. I mean, if they flash in whatever, we can sacrifice Geist. Go get Yawg. If our opponent has double bolt, sure. Or Trickster, I guess. So this could be like Trickster plus Harbinger to bounce the Yawgmoth. I only deleted it for a turn. And they can just flash in the Harbinger. Sacrifice the Geist. I can just this because we already have one targeting the Harbinger and we want to be able to draw. So then we're going to go to kill that. Their Harbinger is going to fizzle. And unfortunately, we didn't draw anything like amazing. What do they have? Trickster? Alright. So they've drawn a bunch of cards, and even though they dealt with our Yawgmoth, we still have a decent board. I mean, we have this Grist kind of just plugging along. And they have 4 cards. I guess it could have been worth it to, because they don't want to keep putting cards in the graveyard, because eventually, like, this Grist could just kind of take over. A Saluna would be kind of annoying. Plus, like, a combination of, like, a ton of Merfolk. So it can't be countered. Gives all these other ones Ward 1, which we have plenty of mana. So if we Besage you this now, they're forced to do it. And then they have to have essentially another Flash Merfolk, which they've already played. We'll have a few different options. Like they have to use this now, flash in like a two cost thing, which they don't. So now they have to have 2 flash threats. Alright, and we win the match. Cool. So definitely, I wasn't gonna go straight for the Saluna. That would have been pretty dangerous. We definitely could sack Geist, kill this, have a 2/3/2s, and then like pay for it, play the Grist, get this, and then like they just have 3 cards in hand. So I'm assuming they didn't have anything in hand. Of course, my bitrate is looking terrible. Come on, hang out. Hang on for me for like 1 minute. Alright, let's... Whoa. Intermission. Let's take a second here before we get into the second match. If you are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and follow the links down in the description below. You will get, you'll see a link to my Twitch channel. Follow me on Twitch. You'll be able to see when I go live and be able to see games like this. You know, we've actually had kind of a hot streak going on stream currently, where we haven't just been getting absolutely dumpstered. We've actually been cashing leagues. So, if modern Pioneer content interests you, follow me on Twitch, and if you're on Twitch watching right now, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, where you'll see videos posted 3, 4, even 5 times a week, plus any of the past streams and stuff. So we're good now. We're over there. So let's go. And we lost the die roll. Bob and Cheese. I've heard that name before. Nope. This does cast a semi-fast Yawgmoth. This, we're on the draw as well. Would like a 1-mana dork. Blue-black control. Of course, drawing the Dryad Arbor. I have a feeling that like I'm gonna draw Dryad Arbor so many times that it's like begging to be taken out of the deck. Surveil. Watergrave. So yeah, this could be, I would imagine, probably blue-black control is like my first thought. I would have been more confident in Preordain. Maybe like a Grixis control deck then. Grixis Shadow possibly. Really wish I would have drew you a turn sooner. Alright, well, let's try to do some development here. Bowmaster. Definitely. I mean, I guess it doesn't. It kind of does matter. Like, we didn't want them to kill our dork, but they could have just like bowmastered this, or bowmastered that before combat, and then like I guess traded the orc token if they wanted to. This definitely looks like Death Shadow. Man, are they really just gonna have it all? They're gonna have to push into Death Shadow. Sick. All right, cool. So they probably have like Lightning Bolt too. So I mean, we're pretty screwed. And this Dried Arbor being like a Dried Arbor, not an actual land, is going to be rough. We're not even gonna like expose the Dried Arbor. Like that's just no point. And expressive iteration. Scalding Tarn played. I guess even if they, I think I kind of get blown out if there's a dress down. Like if they fetch, go dress down, I go to 4, which sucks. But it kind of beats dying. Or just take 5. Yeah, sure. Another Death Shadow. Usually what ends up happening. Oh, 3 just. Oh my god. Five takes 7. Alright, so we're going to be at a low life total. We're going to hope that they can't kill this Dryad Arbor. I mean, you've had triple Shadow. Alright, well... What are you going to exit? Bowmaster. Yeah, I mean, we knew that the Dryad Arbor was more than likely going to die when it entered, but... Alright. Yeah, Grist ain't going to do anything. Yawgmoth, do 7. Yeah, we're dead. We're just... them having, like, triple Shadow. Like, we might have been able to beat, like, 1 Shadow. Potentially 2, but triple Shadow is just going to be really hard. What? Do we want this? Hey, dude. Being these fatal pushes, I don't think I want to get into a pissing contest with their discard spells, but Bowmaster's probably a little worse. Shivaroo, there you go. I probably could cut like another cord and a Evo and play some of the other cards I cut, but I don't think it's worth it. My god, these hands have been atrocious. That probably wasn't good for the camera. I think we have to keep this. Against like Thoughtseize decks traditionally, you don't really have like the option to mulligan a whole lot. They begin the game with 7 cards. We might just be utterly railroaded. None of our creatures are probably gonna live, so we're just gonna keep double grist. I think I have to, because we have one land, I have to fetch Overgrown Tomb. I think I have to leave myself the ability to cast like Fatal Pushes and stuff if I draw them. I'm guessing our opponent's gonna either like probably just Lightning Bolt this. Bolt or Heat, yeah. That's why we have two of them. Alright, I guess make him do it again. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Alright, land. Oh, well, I guess Pylon does not mean much. I mean, if I just make a 1/1, Lightning Bolt kills the Ignoble Hierarch. And I think I have to. Maybe I don't. Oh. I'll sacrifice a creature. Kill this. Go ahead. Drawing a land would be nice. Land. Alright. Preordain. What are you doing with this? One top, one bottom. Might have been to find a land. Mill the land that we want. Go ahead. Fatal Push Patra, sure. This is gonna be like something dumb. Did these have like... Okay, there's Fetch Shock, alright. Is this like Triple Death Shadow? I swear. I swear to you. Yeah, and they're just gonna have Bowmaster to ping it down. Which is like the worst possible thing. I guess it could have been better to make a dude. Can I sacrifice your creature to cast my creature? Or to kill your creature? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, just all the removal they had, and like just key, like bolt push and Bowmaster. Wow! All right, cool. They just have it all. We're not winning that game. They are clearly have shown that they're the protagonist. Yeah, take the one removal spell that I have, because if I played the T4, it doesn't really beat any of the stuff. Wow, that is brutal. Sure. It probably doesn't matter what you take, but I probably would have just taken the removal spell. Yeah, I'm done. Done with that match. That was a lot more brutal than I wish it was. Well, I guess I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back to play the next match. Alright, let's get back to it. Man, that is brutal. Losing that match, I don't necessarily feel bad. I don't think Tron, well, I mean, I guess I had Death Shadow Tron the first game. Playing against Death Shadow, I think is going to be pretty rough anyway, especially when they have hands like that. I mean, they literally just had, even if we took the other line, they had it pretty much rolled up. I guess the only really way to play around that would have just been to plus and then surveil, which might have just been the play anyway, but I also don't think we're really advancing much of anything if we just kind of like fire remove spells, but that might have also just been the right play. They would have been able to kill the Grist, and then we just had another one, but then they still have the counter spell for it, so that's rough. And we lost another die roll. Rakdos. And this gets a quick Yawgmoth. We have a Grist. We'll keep. This is okay. What? Alright. We're about to get punched. We're gonna play some weird decks and just kind of get bodied by them. Overgrown Tomb. Alright, so we have either Grist on turn 2, which could be pretty good for the fact that that's going to be like our main removal mode. But I have a feeling our opponent's just going to be playing a bunch of tokens, which could be really difficult with them like going wide. Squadron Hawk, okay. How many Hawks do you get? They might just get 2. So they can go up to 7 cards, because if they get all 3, they will have to discard. Sure, just discard a squadron. You could have just kept that in your deck, and then you would have had it. Seeing the problem with this delighted halfling. If we had Ignoble Hierarch, we could have played both of our dudes and then set up for next turn. Which I think... Play Strangler Geist and just attack. Intangible Virtue pitching a Squadron Hawk. Alright. So that's the flash enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Which does make Yawgmoth a little bit worse, because now we can't just like ping down these things. So I can do that. I can Eldritch Evolution. Evolution this, bring it back. Get a Yawgmoth. Path to Exile. Let's draw some cards. Just get rid of the hawk. End up getting another land. The swamp. Alright, so they have 2 Squadron Hawks in the bin. They exiled one of them, so they have 1 hawk left. Which is the other one? Don't want that. Sure. Alright, we have 1,000,001 dudes. Alright, let's just get rid of their things. Have 1,000,001 mana, a 3-drop that we could get. We could get like not really much. 3rd Windbrisk Kites with no creatures in play. And we have Grish Tribal, so I mean we're gonna be able to like kill basically whatever they play. Spectral Processions. Alright, that was definitely a thing that we gotta take care of. Draw the 4th Grist. Well, this Grist is not going to be hitting anything, or hitting another Grist. We know that. So we can go get a 2-drop. Petra. Go get. Be able to get in and attack. Oh, and they're gonna go after the Grist too. A Endurance would be sweet, just for the fact that we can block these. Boros Reckoner. So we can go kill that. This is bad if they have another Force of Virtue. If I do that, I'm gonna put myself down a card. Oh, alright, let's hope that we... So we can go 7, 8. Legendary creature, non-legendary creatures get +1/+1, and Mono Lord effects will do it. Both at me, yep. That sucks as a way to lose that game. Honestly, fucking stupid, but whatever. Fatal Push and Pylon kind of suck, just for the fact that they're just playing tokens. I don't know if the One Ring is good in this matchup. Haywire might be like a fine tutor target. Graveyards, Exiles. Probably just want like Endurances too. They're just like bigger than most of their stuff. Like Bowmaster's probably pretty bad. Shave, shave, shave. Should have a second evolution. Die roll, I'll like to play first. Yeah, Dryad Arbor's probably getting cut. So we go turn 1 Dryad Arbor, we don't end up doing anything. We can't cast Shieldred or Yawgmoth. It's probably a mulligan. Keep. Probably another Stringer Geist. Opponent kept 7. Basically just going to hope that they don't have... Alright, so they play a Hideaway land first. So we want to either another 1-drop or another land. A land would be sweet. Not ideal. But... So if we draw a Black Source, we can play a Yawgmoth as it currently stands. Squadron Hawk. Alright, let's see if they grab all the Hawks again. They grab 2 Hawks. I mean, I guess if you have like another card you want to discard, like fine. Alright, let's see what you got. Force of Virtue. That is fine. Sack this. Sack this, target. Or target that, sack this. Alright, go ahead. Probably just, yeah, Celestial Purge. Alright, target that, sack this. Choose no target, sack this. Wow, so we just drew a ton of lands. If we draw a Yawgmoth, we're able to actually get the Dried Arbor with this Verdant Catacombs. Alright, so that's one Hawk. So they discarded. Well, no, that's the other Hawk. So they have one Hawk in hand, plus another one. Played one, grab two. Yeah, so they have the other one they can get. Play another Hawk. Alright, we really want to find something like actually worth playing. Draw a card. Have drawn all, like, literally, like, all of our Grist. Just try to keep their board clear. Alright, go ahead. They have another one, so then they have access to 5 mana. Alright, the pure white creatures get +1/+1. They just have multiple things. Probably, definitely a mistake in a way, but like I don't want to shuffle my graveyard. I have a ton of creatures in there. So 6, 7. They go to 1. Alright, sweet. Just concede the game. Wonder if on the draw Thoughtseize is worth bringing in. Oh, is it worth it? I hope so. Thoughtseize, they just end up getting a bunch of stuff. It's the Lord effects that are just like absolutely killing us. We have 2 forces. Oh my goodness, these 7-card hands have been like absolutely atrocious. These 6-card hands haven't really been much better either. We're on the draw. We've drawn Grist like 9 and 10. Another Windbrisk Heights. So we can play this Ignoble Hierarch. Kind of want to draw a 2-drop. So I could go get Forest, play Hierarch. I don't think they're really going to be able to mess with our mana in a way that it's going to make it hard for us to cast our double black spells. So we're just going to fetch, save ourselves 2 life, be able to Halfling Yawgmoth next turn. Sanctifier and Vec, that's okay. So I can go do. So I have 3, 4, 5. I can play a land, court for 6. It's another Virtue. Yep. Pitching Boros Reckoner. Did they mulligan? No, they're beginning the game with 7 cards. We could choose to block, but I'm not going to. Play the land. Grist. Alright. I love you too. let's chord for Uno. If we do that, we plus chord for 2, go get... So we plus chord for 2, go get... What's it? Or I guess we can go to chord for 2. So if we wait, we can chord for 2 and then play a Yawgmoth. They've missed a few lands. I think I just want to... No, we'll untap. Come on, hit a grist. Why do you want the monitor? Oh, never mind. I gotcha. Alright, so let's chord 4. I think Magic gets shielded. Let's get Yawgmoth. It's plus. So we can go. Let's go 4, because if they do this in response, if they, go to kill it in response, then they end up losing. And here we can, I think I want to go get Shieldred. I can go get Shieldred and we can, like, draw some cards. Targets Sack Wolf. Here we can draw some cards. So our opponent have like another Path to Exile. Shieldred currently looking pretty good. Let's draw some cards. Like this. Yes, go swamp. We'll draw another card. Because we didn't target anything with the original. Mana Tithe. Alright. Punished for not playing the land. No. Alright, we gotta kind of hurry up. Shieldred definitely bolstering the life total a little bit. Either our opponent didn't stop a upkeep stop, or they just didn't have anything to necessarily do. Got to draw just absolutely a ton of cards there. There we go. Attack with this. If they have another Force of Virtue, like if that's their plan, we can blow them out with this Force of Vigor. And if they want to trade, I'm like A-okay with that. Sure. Yep. Could draw a card in response, but I don't think it's really going to matter at this point. I could just start flashing in these endurances. Putting pressure our opponent that way. They hit their third land, so this could be like a Spectral Procession. Yeah, I could have just done something different there. That was stupid. I could have just played the Endurance. Cast Endurance. Bottom all those cards. Just get both of these in play. Mill card. So I could go. I can play out this Wall of Roots. So I could still. I actually can't. Yeah, and of course they won't let you undo this either. Man, now I'm just making dumb mistakes. Alright, so I can go attack with this, and if they want to put a bunch of these in the way, then we stop them from using Windbrisk Heights. If they want to take it, then they still run the risk of dying to Grist Ultimate. I think we're fine with this. If they decide, if they have like another Force of Virtue, they totally just get blown out. Just want to take 4, sure. Say go. Honor the Pure. Alright. Have to let them attack. Oh, they don't attack. Alright, well, this is going to be even better. Get rid of all these pump effects. Get them out of here. Oh. Have to hurry up. Alright, here we go. Big attack. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, they have to block 1, so this is still lethal. So they take 3, so 3 additional damage, so they are going to a pretty low life total. 4, yep. Say go. Spectral Procession, sure, and I think that's game. Because they are at 4 life, and I have Grist Ultimate. Alright, can you exile my graveyard instant speed? No, you can't. Alright, cool. Alright, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Could have just immediately gotten punked out of that game. So, let's do this real quick. Alright, so before we get into the 4th match of the night, if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to be here when I am live, go ahead and go into the link in the description. It'll take you right to my Twitch channel. Throw me a follow. I would really appreciate it. Just another way that you guys get more content. If you are watching this on Twitch currently and you're not already subscribed to my channel, just type in !YouTube and you can find a link to my YouTube channel. Subscribe there as well. Another way to support my content, keep me making videos, all that fun stuff. And of course, !Discord or the links in the description of my video. You will find a link to my Discord server that you can go there, join, talk about Magic, all that great stuff. See, super quick and painless. Let's go ahead and jump over to match number 4. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous playing that game, because there was definitely a lot of cheese potential, if you will. Lost to Grixis Shadow. Lost to a really, really nutty Grixis Shadow draw. Can't seem to win any die rolls either. Won the first one, lost the rest of them. Stride Arbor's getting cut. Keeping things 7. They don't have a companion. I don't think we can keep this hand on a mulligan. A little bit better. Probably ditch the Evo. I think I want to keep the endurance if possible. If this is like scan, oh, ooh. Could be hardened scales or hammer. Could also be hammer. Yeah, hammer. Alrighty. Well, they kept 7, so like they have to have like a pretty nutty hand then, I would imagine. Alright, show me double hammer. Paying costs. What are you paying for? Yep, I cannot block. Show me double hammer. Man, they just had the absolute. They had the turn 2 win. Oh, all right, no, all right. We get to play Magic. We just now need to forever chump block. We draw green card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we can court for Yawgmoth next turn. Doesn't do anything now if they have something equipped with a hammer, but it is technically a possible play. That is a line of play that we can take. Okay, so they're playing a Nettle Cyst. I'm assuming just equip this to the other Ornithopter. Yeah. Alright. That's not it. So the Nettle Cyst we can actually take. So if we go... So if we play Endurance, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can court for 3. We could cord now and go get a Grist, get rid of the Ornithopter, and then they technically can't equip the Nettle Cyst to the Ornithopter. We could also do it to the one that has the hammer, so then they have to have another, like, basically skip attacking to equip the hammer. If we wait, So we're technically not dead to Ornithopter. We could... I'm just going to pass. I'm going to go for the home run play of just going and getting a Yawgmoth. And then, like, we can block with Young Wolf. And if they draw a hammer, like, we lose. Like, essentially, we're giving them the out of, like, drawing a hammer. Another Sigarda's Aid, which, you know, I guess pumps the Nettlecyst token. Two, three, four. What do we get? We probably just get Yawgmoth. Yeah, it's just Yawgmoth. Sack this. Another Quarter Calling. That's actually really good. That's probably the best draw in our deck. So we can go Chord with this. So if we go, wow, we might have done it. So if we go Chord, go get Blood Artist, we can then sack Wall, go get another Undying creature, and we win. X2, yeah, we go to 1, but then we go to 2. Yep. So this is where like it could have been bad if we had this on one less counter, because then we wouldn't be able to do this in paper. Or we'd be able to do it in paper, but we wouldn't be able to do it on Moto. Okay, target this, sack this, yep, and we win. Wow, oh my god, we beat turn 2 Hammer. We beat turn 2 Hammer. We had to get super lucky, but that was awesome. That was so good for us. I think game 1's like one of the, definitely a tough matchup. My heart's pounding. That was like super close. So then we have these fatal pushes. Depends if I like Pylon. Pylon can kill a creature, and that might just be good enough. I don't know if the rings are slow enough. We bring in a Haywire Might. Endurance is in a weird place where it can block, but it's probably not. It's probably not it. Bowmaster is not really going to kill anything. Strangler-Geist is going to be okay. Lucian, Shiva Wolf. Do that. Maybe cut a chord, play a Geist. So I have 3 chord, 1 Evo to get all of these things. Is Shieldred even that good? Shieldred's probably not that good. Like, are we really going and getting a Shieldred? So this is probably not the matchup for Shieldred. We could bring in another Evo. Yeah. We'll try that. This is probably not the matchup for shielded. Rings are probably too slow. Mulligan to 6. The dreaded Yawgmoth. The double Yawgmoth. On the draw, we're not really going to be able to pile on anything. Pylon's definitely a little bit more castable. So yeah, we can keep this, put down a grist. Begin the game with 6. We will keep, and we'll bottom this. Then we have like turn 1, Yawgmoth. Pithing Needle on... I'll give you bonus points if you name a fetch land. Probably immediately going on Yawgmoth. Or I guess could be Grist. Yawgmoth, okay. Yawgmoth makes sense. Alright, we have turn 2 Grist. Canopy. Alright, if they go and get Cauldra, yep. We are 1000% killing that. Sack this creature, kill that. Strain that in the hand. Hope that they don't have some way to auto-equip something to this Ornithopter. Saga's gonna kind of suck to deal with. If we draw a land, we can pile on this Pure Steel Paladin. I think Wall of Roots helps us cast it too. Yeah, that's gonna help us do it. Like we go get Haywire Might, blow up this Pithing Needle. Even gives us like a turn to wait and play Stringer Geist first. So they have 2 artifacts. If they... Basically hoping that they just kind of like pass and we just get to kill the Pure Steel Paladin. They put a hammer, if they put equipment on the stack, then we just kill the Pure Steel Paladin. So then the last card's Cauldron Complete. But, yeah. Wisdom tells me to wait and let them get a token or like get something with the Urza Saga to let them equip and whatnot, but I think I just want to kill this and set myself up to hopefully win over the next few turns. Put that into the graveyard. I can have the land. I don't think I want to land. Haywire Might's pretty good. Oh, we had a grist too. Sweet. It's just artifacts, so it becomes a 3/3. Not attacking. We'll let them go and get something. I guess if they get another Pithing Needle and name Haywire Might, which I doubt that they would. Yeah, they're just gonna make a token. Alright, don't have second Pithing Needle. Don't have second Needle. They probably have a second Needle. I might have screwed up. I probably should have just got rid of. Well, I guess if we do it, so if we do it in response, like if our plan is just to get Needle, they could, and they have a second one, they just go get it, rename Yawgmoth, and that's end of story. Go to 6. Shadow Spear, probably just Shadow Spear auto equip. Yeah. 6. Yawgmoth is the other land. Alright, we kind of have the go ahead to do the thing. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's going at the grist. Yeah, sure. Not much we can really do about that. Now we have Force, which is probably still just... We're going to draw a bunch of cards. Like, it's, I would say, like, impossible for us to not hit something. Unless we just draw all of our chord. GG, opponent. 3-1, baby, with old Yawgmoth, playing for the 4-1. After Hammer did the Hammer thing. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god. Whew. My heart is beaten. Alright, let's break the streak. I guess I shouldn't be too greedy because we've 1-4, 1-4, 2-3 leagues in Modern, right? Yeah, because we bombed with Rakdos. No, we bombed with Jund Creativity a while ago. Then we bombed with Red Black. Saved a 3-2 the other one, and then we 3-2'd both Boros Pia leagues too. So Yawgmoth could break the trend here. I mean, doing very well. If we're being up, keeping it a buck, we're doing it pretty solid, I would say. But I definitely think this Dryad Arbor's getting cut. Hey, and we win the die roll. You know what? I think this is keepable. On the play. We're just hoping we're not facing the scam end boss. Alright, so looking like Murktide. Sort of kind of a free attack with this wolf before they can get it delirious. Grist, you have a counterspell. Rather than do the counterspell on the Grist, just obviously because we have a second copy of Grist. Yep, counterspell, surveil. Don't put a sorcery in there. Been another. Okay, they kept it on top. That. Oh no, they put flooded strain in the graveyard. Okay. Get another free point in. So I have two card types. It's probably likely that they have like iteration as a follow-up. Yeah. So if they put anything other than instant sorcery or land in their graveyard, it's another instant hits the yard. Mismatched counter spells. Spire Bluff Canal, so they could have Spell Pierce. Or this could just be like a removal spell too. Yawg. Yawgmoth doesn't get Spell Pierce unless they're playing that other spell. Are they? Oh no, consider. Okay. Have to do this now because, well, I guess not technically now, but put Ragavan in their graveyard. Let's put Spell Pierce in their graveyard. Just draw some cards. Let's see what's going on. Could be a mistake, just because then they can, if they like delve, try to cast like a Murktide Regent, they won't be able to. Oh, this thing still has flying. That's like free block. Wish that these peat lands were not black spell or spells like that. Do we? Yeah. Go to 11. I'm gonna try to go for the endurance. They probably have like a way to get rid of it. Alright, missed. Or they probably have like a counter spell, but that takes them off of it. Is a one of in our deck, but alright, Preordain. Looking for double bottom. Yeah, double bottom. Hope that they don't have a Murktide. Alright, cool. We get another shot. Wall of Roots. Do you have third counterspell? They do have third counterspell. I have a pretty bad track record against Murktide, to be honest. So they have to have third counterspell. So I'm assuming, yeah, this is a Murktide. All three, they still have Delirium? It's another one. 2 is going to be pretty hard to beat. But it is only a 6/6. And they spell Pierce, I have to let it go. No. I think Spell Pierce is going to kill us, so if I pay for this, I don't have any mana left, and I don't think I can because I need a draw with Peatland. We get an Endurance, and Endurance lets us block. Alright, don't have Lightning Bolt. Go to 3. Block, go to 3. Otawara bounce. Yeah, that does it. Dang. Alright, draw. Alright, Strangergeist. And yeah, there wasn't anything that we could do about that. Oh boy. Alright, more endurance. I don't know if I want push. Take the Demonic Tutor's approach, try to play at instant speed. Is Bowmaster really going to be that good? I don't think Bowmaster's going to be that good. I think kind of playing like a mid-range deck, bring in some more removal, play Thoughtseizes, kind of hit their hopefully hit like their best cards and try to control the graveyard with Endurance. I'm on the play. I can go get tap land. I can go do Wall of Roots. No, I'm gonna keep. If they have like a ton of like counter spells and stuff, hopefully that means that they don't really have much for, you know. Oh, they mulligan to 5. All right, this hand's gonna be sweet. 4? Oh my goodness. What are you mulliganing to? I'm assuming they couldn't have been like capable hands. They had to have been just, you know, like no lands, okay, no lands, okay. Target themselves with the bauble, I'm sure. I mean, sure, I guess if you want to. They must just have like a heavy land hand then. Because I don't think there's any reason to not bauble yourself when you have this fetch land. Alright, well, that's a way that we can lose the game, is if we just keep. I mean, we don't want multiple Yawgmoths. Oh, they had another land, alright. Double Bolt. Dragon Rage Channeler. Cantrip. I mean, if they just have a ton of cantrips, like they can get back in this game. Fury. Bend. 2 bottom. Alright, I think we do this now. If we wait, there's a chance that they either just. I mean, casting a Murktide is not going to be that big, but, you know, obviously the dream scenario would be that we would do this, they attack, we eat it, and then, you know, basically just do a bunch of damage to like their development and everything. But this way we can get rid of it. You know, they're stuck rebuilding. We can cord for 1. Get a Yawgmoth. We'll see how this line goes, because I could have gotten Halfling. I mean, Halfling gets like deaded by a removal spell, but I'm sure our opponent is trying to maybe hit a land drop and leave up a spell. Mishra's fetch land, Mishra's Bauble. I think that gives them Delirium. No, they have 2 sorceries. Now it'll give them Delirium with the land plus Bauble. And they have Unholy Heat. So they're gonna look at a card. And then they have Unholy Heat to finish off something. I'll take 3. Third Yawgmoth. Oh, I guess they could also just have Stern Scolding as well. Let's attack with the Yawgmoth. We'll leave the endurance back if they want to spend a spell. Hopefully not Unholy Heat. Which, alright, iteration. Mill a DRC. EE. Just have another land. Yeah, sure. I guess if we have any zeros. A land so I don't have to use this wall of roots. Please. Our opponent is definitely putting up a really good fight. Sure, counterspell. Three-turn clock. And they've had an answer for all of our Yawgmoths. Just two or less. Murktide or Regent inbound. Another one. So they got a 4/4 and an 8/8. Alright, so sacrifice this creature, destroy this one, get this back. Alright. I mean, I'm not blocking. If you want to hit this grist, go ahead and hit this grist. Life total has been kept pretty high. I don't need more black mana. I can go get this forest. So if I go add mana, do this, I can play wall and then Just block. Preordain. That gives him delirium again. One top, one bottom. This could be an unholy eat. Did they find another Murktide? Did they find third Murktide Regent? They found a third Murktide. Alright, if they attack, we just need another land. Alright, we have an out. If we draw an untapped land, we win. Alright, that counts. Go. Alright, so Evos are still a no. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Alright. Alright, game 3. On the draw. Alright. I'm going to keep it solely on the strength of Thoughtseize. We're probably going to want to hit land drops because I'd imagine this game is not going to be easy. Preordain. Top 2. Alright, definitely didn't want to see another land. Iteration, Fury. Oh, I mean, I want to take their iterations, but like, I think I also need to take Fury. Alright. No iteration. Did they find Counterspell? Oh, I guess just fetching to save time. Alright, so that's a lightning bolt out of the hand. So they might be iterationing. Or just casting a Murktide Regent. Alright, show me a counterspell. Oh, okay, so we're evoking that. Bottom. Alright, so the last card is probably the best card that they could have in Expressive Iteration. I just went like super hardcore, like focus mode. Hmm. So we can. Wow. Seven, 6, 5 puts them to 1. Alright, so I can go. Alright, so this is essentially a game. I don't know if we actually have anything to win. I think we have to think we have to sack, find exactly the Blood Artist. We find Blood Artist, or we can chord for it. And then we... Oh, but we can't... I don't think we can chord for it. Endurance. Play a land. I don't think it matters. I guess it does, so we can do this. Play this. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We're good. Almost screwed it up. Destroy this one. Oh no! Oh, I sacked the wrong one. Oh, oh no! I completely forgot. Oh man. Damn. Oh man, that's sickening. That we fully punted that league. We punted the 3-2. What did you draw? Yeah. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. That should have been a 4-1. Man, that could have won the game. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts so much. I mean, good that we 3-2'd, you know, but man, we could have 4-1. That was, oh my goodness. Oh, I was so good at keeping like the legendary lands until like the most critical moment. That fucking sucks. So we beat ourselves and then we just got wrecked by Shadow. Opponent's not gonna tell me what they drew. That's fine, I guess. So let's go ahead and swap this over. Oh, I'm sick. I am sick. Oh my god. Alright, give me something good. Land tax might be something. Um, Land tax is probably like not that much. Well, I guess it sells for like 2 ticks. It's selling for 3.5, so I mean, I guess we technically made money on it. Obviously, could have made more. What's Bally get theft and ally? And she's a hand equal number of allies control. Select one of them. All right. All right. Well, that sucks. So, what did we learn? Dakota doesn't know how to play Magic. But in all seriousness, the Bowmaster was whatever. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of it. I think it got cut a lot of the time. Shieldred felt good. Hi, oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Maury Vivier. I've definitely screwed that up. Wow. So, what I learned, this Dryad Arbor sucks. A lot of the time, Maury is fine. Okay. How's it going, Maury? So, Dryad Arbor sucked. I did not necessarily care for Bowmaster, wherever he's hiding out at, so I think... So, like, the only other thing I could think of, like, with this Bowmaster would be to play another Endurance, because Endurance has usually been pretty good. Oh, sweet. I'm glad that you stopped into my stream to hang out. I really appreciate it. These one... I don't know if this one... I don't know if the... Man, am I really just gonna get a bunch of one ring or bunch of these cards and just not end up wanting to play any of them. So like the evolutions were good, the wall, string root geist. I think I kind of want to cut these cards. I understand. Is there I have 2 more boxes to go through. Are you just sorting like just random bulk, or is it specific sets? Might have to play a little bit more with this, but I think Bowmaster might be on the chopping block, and so is Dryad Arbor. Dryad Arbor is definitely gonna go. Okay, just random bulk. Find anything cool? Anything super old or just neat? So these guys. I don't know what I want to do with these. I'm sure Bowmaster probably has its spots. Stuff, but I think I took all. Oh, okay. So all right, that's pretty cool. I mean, still, that's pretty cool. I just like looking. I like looking at cards. Swap meet mystery boxes. All right, hey, you know, I'll take it. That's pretty cool. Like sorting is just kind of like a chill thing to do. Nice. Heck yeah. That's good. It's always nice to come away with something, you know. I might run back another league. It's 1 o'clock. I'll play a little bit. I'll play a little bit more. What should I do? Should I play another league? That was kind of brutal. Just like we had the 4-1. At least we had a shot at the 4-1 because I think we could have played that. We have a 3-4 in play. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can boost up if we need to. They're forced to block. Yeah, I think we had the game won if we didn't mess up like that. That's on me. Not like it would be on anybody else, but that's just on me. Like, knowing how the legend rule works and knowing that I wanted to keep the other one, but I clicked the other one because I feel like I'm sacrificing that one. It's a shame. Alright, actually, let's see. Pop over to the other screen because I'm going to try to sell this land tax before I forget about it. Dakota tab better. Collection. I don't want this land tax. I don't want to add to the wish list. Let me put it in a binder. I want it to go. Get out of my stuff. What's in here? Alright, sweet. So add this here. These mystical archive cards I don't care about. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, trade. Someone please take all these things. Just take all of my junk. What binder was, okay, actual trade. So actual trade is actual trade. Alright. Really gotta come up with better names for these binders. Please all mark. Alright, so they do not want the land tax. Got it. That's all you had to tell me. Buy cards. Okay, here we go. Hopefully they'll take it. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, alright, hey, take the land tax and the bob. Please take 2 tickets. Yeah, buddy. We're balling. What's that? Oh, Fan Rob's home run. Alright, well, let's confirm the trade. 2 tickets. So I mean that's basically got our money for the chest. Then some. So let's go here. You know what? Let's play another league. Swap this. Close that. Go here. Alright, let's keep it rolling. You know, I guess if you 3-2 every league, I mean, you don't lose money, but definitely, I mean, if we 4-1, I mean, we basically just, like, gave away an extra 20 play points, a qualifier point, and 4 other chests, which is rough, but I mean, it is what it is. In paper, that mistake's going to be a little bit harder to make just for the fact that I would obviously verbalize it in a different way to where like I would just like sacrifice the one that I'm picking rather than, you know, just as long as there's that open communication, I don't see a problem, but it is what it is. So maybe we'll play like one more match. 1 or 2 more matches. We'll see how this league ends, and maybe tomorrow night we'll finish up this stream, or finish up this league and then play another league. Onlylands.com. Alright. Lost another die roll. Mono Dork into Shieldred. I mean, I would imagine that we can keep this hand if we go turn 1 Hierarch. Oh, they scam. Play Hierarch. Either way, we'll be able to double Halfling next turn, but you know, we want to obviously give ourselves the most chance to play things. If this lives, we draw a Wall of Roots. We still get to play everything. Chances are we're not going to be able to play everything. Yep. Kind of getting paid off with our keep. Now we just have to hope that we can slam the Shieldred. Nice that they wasted a Fatal Push on the Mana Dork instead of a Lightning Bolt, since they'll need multiple bolts to deal with the Shieldred. Alright, so we'll ditch this. I kind of want to keep the land. If this is like Lightning Bolt or Fatal Push, we're cool with this. Alright, sweet. Probably want another forest. Alright, beat this Shieldred. Please don't actually beat it. Alright, do you have third Fatal Push or second Fatal Push? I guess they could just get back Kroxa, which is probably what this is. Kroxa, we ditch this. Discard that. Alright, let's draw a land. Yawgmoth. It's probably going to end up courting for 2. Gonna end up courting for 2 to get something to block this Kroxa. Grief, alright. I guess we can... Guess we also have other things. We have Bowmaster, we could have Patra. So we can go get Bowmaster. If we go get Bowmaster, we can just make a 1/1 block with it. But if we Strangler Geist, they attack, we block, we get a 3/2, they have a 3/2 back. Block, 3, 4, 5. Go to 3. We Bowmaster, ping them to 7. They attack. We don't block. It's block, 3, 4. They go to 3. Chances are they're not going to be able to draw cards. Let's get Hepatra. If we draw Yawgmoth, then we just kind of get to go off. We're going to take 9. Oh, they don't attack. Alright, that's really good for us. This land's gonna end up coming out anyway, so... Go ahead, I mean... Alright, sweet. They are not gonna try to beat the Shieldred. So... Potentially Rakdos Scam. I mean, like, they look like some kind of mid-range deck. The draw, I don't know if Thoughtseize is gonna be that good, so probably... These... These... Cord and Evo are going to be a little slow. Yawgmoth. Bowmaster's probably not that good. Strangler guys is going to be that good. Do I just break in 2 rings? Means I leave the Soulless Jailer in the sideboard. Yeah, I feel like if the ring isn't in for maybe a match when we draw both of them, cool. So we have like a million dorks in hand. And what if our opponent like scams us, they take both our rings and we're left with this hand? I'm actually gonna keep it. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride with it. Alright. Alright, we're actually gonna lead on the Yawgmoth, because if they want to get a hit in with the Dragavan, they're gonna have to spend 2 spells. Alright. Land is a great draw. So now they have to have 2 removal spells for the dorks, and if they have 0 without a land, we can cast it, and then if they kill 1, then with a land we can get them. We can get a 1 ring down. Unless they do that, that's pretty good. And if they have like an evoke, oh boy, this is gonna suck. Yeah, and evoke, yep. Brutal. So now this, we're gonna have to draw land, play this halfling, and then like really hope it carries us to victory. Yawgmoth, go ahead, play it. Alright, never mind. You're no fun. Tuck scam, dude. Having drawn both our rings too. Alright, kind of scared of both modes. Scared if they discard both, and scared if they do nothing. Alright, put a counter on this. Eight, 10, 12. Alright, put me to 6. I need to cast this ring. Well, that could have helped us. Oh boy. Alright, well. Missing on lands has definitely not helped us. Come on, land. don't want to draw another card because they could grief us. Yep, attack with a Goblin Shaman because they get to keep the token. Alright, we get to look at 4 cards. I mean, we have to play it. I keep this one. We learn from our mistakes. And why can't this thing just be used at sorcery speed? Draw step. So then they create a token. I don't know what the out is necessarily, so we have to cast Yawg. Yawg +2 Undying creatures, I guess. But then we also have to. I mean, we really don't. I don't think we really have an out. Like, from what we've drawn, like this just isn't going to do much of anything. The Fury was like super brutal because at least if we had all those dorks in play, we could have a chance at drawing a few outers. Yeah, and that's not gonna do anything. They could just make another grief and do things. Because if we go land, boom, Wall of Roots. Now, Wall of Roots. So, boom, boom, Wall of Roots. Pay a mana, go to 3, play that, but then they just copy and yeah, we're dead. I don't know if Force of Vigor is a good enough reason to. Because we're on the play, so like Thoughtseize could be a little bit better. Maybe we shave. Ring the pylon. Shave a Wall of Roots. Alright, I mean, this hand does stuff. Leyline Combustion. If you or at least one permanent controller your spell or ability, it deals 2 damage to that player. Alright, well. Let's take some damage. Fury, Fatal Push. Take that card because at the current moment, Fury doesn't really kill anything else. What crypt? Tap Blood Crypt. Mill the Dryad Arbor, that's what it's good for. So I'm assuming this will be like the Blackleaf Cliffs. Cards, if they drew a red card, man, so if their draw steps were like red card, Feign Death, that would be awful. Alright, so Leland Combustion's not going to mess with our combo, but it will kind of be annoying to deal with. Not going to use the mana from Wall of Roots, because if they want to get rid of it, they have to put more damage on it. You know, this could just be like draw lands, play Fury. Grief, yeah. Let's get in there. If they spend their turn hard casting this Fury, this Grist is going to be great. And not really for... Oh, Evoked Fury, okay. Can only assume it's that one. They can go boop. I guess they have to go... Oh, 4 damage. Okay, just 4 damage to this Grist, and then... Scam it? Sure. Like killing 2 tokens plus this Grist. They could go... I mean, because if they have to do at least 1 damage to this Grist, or else this one just gets rid of the Fury. And I guess they could just go, like... These. Yeah. So you'd rather just get rid of it. That's fine. Unfortunately, you dodge Fatal Push. Oh, another Feign Death. That sucks. Dude, that fucking blows, man. Of course you do. Wow, alright, so they get to clear up all this shit, and we're probably dead. Yeah, just absolutely brutal. That's so much damage coming across too. Like that was an insane draws. All right, go to the damage step. All right, well, we'll take 2. Doesn't mean we automatically lose the game. That sure doesn't help, though. Alright, don't Fury me again. I don't even know how good of a draw like Yawgmoth is. I can block for a while. What they exile with the Fury, they exile another Fury. Throw away the insect, don't want to throw away the Strangergeist yet. I think his lightning bolt's lethal. I don't think I can do that. Bowmaster, does a Bowmaster ping me? I'm sure. Double Bowmaster? Alright. Alright, did you draw 3rd Fury? Yeah, I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, at this point, I'm not even sure what we're looking for. Like, our out would have been, like, another Grist. And they've had 2 removal spells. GG. Of course, we draw a Grist, but we're going to have to chump block that turn, and it's just not good. That's a shame. Definitely them having that Feign Death could be a reason to just, like, plus there. Just end up using the +1 and call it good. Alright, we're ready. On the draw. Don't like the fact that our Blood Artist is in our hand. I mean, it's virtually a mold of 6. Try to be disciplined and mulligan that. Alright, cool. No, it's probably that. Grist is probably better than Hepatra. Alright, we get our revenge. Potential. Alright, there we go. Alright, not good because this Ragavan's gonna get to run away with the game. Potentially. Good news is every land that we play is going to be a dual land, so go ahead and Evo the Ragavan, please. One top, one bottom, pass. Oh, we're gonna do this. Play this. Do you have counterspell? Sure do. Not shocked. That's a little rough. Would have liked to draw that. Guess less so now that we... Oh, they have tri-lands. That's funny. We're hoping for a land. Is this just like mono counterspell? Oh my goodness. Run it back, homie. Now we're gonna start getting tilted. I can tell. I probably shouldn't have played another match. This stupid Ragavan's just gonna run away with the game, and the fact that they hit an ignoble hierarch means that, like, even if I draw a third land and just plus Grist, I can't do anything against this thing. All right, they hit the Dryad Arbor. Dryad Arbor was good for something. Shredder. Preordain. Spell Pierce. One top, one bottom. If it's the third counterspell, I'm gonna swing. All right. Alright, so they got a tap, so maybe they don't have anything to do. I don't know what they could have kept on top. Probably a Murktide. I mean, technically, right now... Alright, Expressive Iteration, sure. Plenty of looks at one. The Dragon Rage Channeler. Top. 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 Probably just attack with that, yeah. I mean... Can't pretend. I mean, if they just have their counterspell, I mean, we're... Yeah. Mono counterspell. plus just an obscene amount of pressure. Like we can't do anything about that. Thoughtseize, pylon. Go do it like that. Definitely against a deck like this, getting 2 for 1 by our own Eldritch Evolution is not going to be ideal. So we just want to play it instant speed and hope for the best. Of course. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's tuned into the stream. We got a new chatter, Maury. Really appreciate you if you're still in here. If not, I really appreciate you being in the chat. It's really nice of you to interact. If you are watching on YouTube, please go into the description of this video, go to the Twitch link, follow me over on Twitch so you know when I go live. And if you are currently on Twitch and watching this, go ahead and type in !YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, help me out. Trying to reach 250 by the end of the year, and of course Discord for the Discord server. All right, now let's get back to this. Made our opponent wait long enough. I'd like to play first. Alright, this hand might just have to be a keep strictly for the fact that we can interact with a Murktide and we have Thoughtseize on turn 1. Stone, whenever a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it. Yeah, let's get rid of it. I don't like the fact that we had to do that, but leaving up Lightning Bolt. Boy, if the card that you cold ripped was the counter target creature spell, if their power or toughness is 2 or less, I would be so pissed. I'd be one salty boy. This could be Iteration, probably. Oh, just Preordain. 2 top. That is not good. Bauble. Get our card. All right. Definitely don't want to get got by a. I mean, if they counterspell this, they find counterspell and like however many guards, sure, but definitely Unholy Heat. Sure. I mean, nothing I can really do about that. I just want to get rid of the graveyard. Alright, so we can go 6. We can go for 3. back to where the Motobug is going to be very upsetting because we can't do our thing. Bowmaster? Bowmaster's at least going to make it a little bit more possible to do it. It's probably a bolt on something. Probably it has to be... Nope. Monochord calling. If they go to bolt something, we can chord in response. Choosing not to bolt. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't pay for spell pierce. Island, entering the revealed zone. Repeat land, play the land. We could go... I mean, I guess we could just go Shieldred. Shieldred with this, like, Ledger Shredder in play. They still have a Lightning Bolt. Of course, if we just get Yawgmoth, we can... Just go get Yawgmoth. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, go. Drew unplayable card and Blooming Marsh into Yawgmoth. So this must just be a Murktide or Regent. Just draw a card. Wall Roots. I mean, that's alright. Let's trigger the Ledger Shredder. Pile on. Before they get a chance to look at another card. Graveyard. Top. Instant gratification, discard spell pierce, please. Some instant copium, please. Island. Stern scolding. Gets rid of preordain. I forgot I still had a spell in the stack. What are you doing with it? Tops both. Assuming, oh, unholy heat, sure. Just want a chance to draw past this Shieldred. Discards Tarn. Maybe, no, Dryad Arbor wasn't exiled. So we go Yawgmoth. Discard a Lightning Bolt. Opponent draws counterspell. Alright, so they're just ripping off the top now. Which means that they're going to draw an iteration. And we sequence the way we did because we would have... Oh my goodness, they have an Underworld Breach. I'm assuming they have a way to flashback this heat. Discards another Unholy Heat. Could cast a Preordain, I guess. Probably, I guess cast it like 2 times. On, you've topped so many Preordain. Alright, 1 top, 1 bottom. That's not good. Just play another one. Found some more cards. So they topped one, bottomed the other. They drew the one that they topped already. So then this is going to be 1 top, 1 bottom. So they have 2 cards that they want. Hee 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 hee. Hew 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 hew. They're back to 4 card types. So chances are they have an Unholy Heat. Well, maybe not because they didn't stop in the draw step. Drawing another land was not the move. Being 6 toughness, we technically dodge Lightning Bolt with this, unless they have 2 spells and grow this. I'm gonna hope playing this land won't matter. Draw another card, go to 2. iteration probably finds another unholy. They've seen 2. They've drawn quite a few cards. I mean, I guess technically not likely. Yeah, and we win. Could not beat the Shieldred. The draw. So I already have 2 Thoughtseize in. Where a Fatal Push is better than a Hierarch. Run it back. Hope that we can win this one and we can call it a night. I guess either way, like, this is gonna be the last game for tonight. But I would like to end it off with a win. Mold is 6. Well, I can tell you a Ragavan is almost assuredly not getting through this. Oh, okay, Lorien revealed. That could have been bad if it was like Counterspell or like Bolt plus Dash Ragavan. Alright, let's just Bolt. Lorien's revealed. That turns into a land. I mean, this Murktide region's going to be huge. I don't think we beat Murktide. Also, the fact that this Twilight Mire can technically let us cast the other 2 cards in our hand. Sweet. Our opponent might just go tap Steam Vents, Ledger Shredder. Another land. Alright. Iteration. Alright, found land, has Murktide Regent, and now we're hoping to rip a Grist. Grist 1 time. Come on, Grist 1 time. That's not Grist. Alright, I guess the only thing... I mean, this Besage is going to essentially hit nothing. If they play an Underworld Breach, I guess. Grist? Alright. Don't have subtlety. I mean, there's a good chance that they do. All right. Like this. We have land, wall of roots. If you have bolt GGs, I mean, I don't think I can beat it. Yeah, I'm not beating Lightning Bolt. Yeah, Shield Druid. GG, fall to 0-2 in the league. Nothing else I can do right. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do about that. All right, I'm done. Check out YouTube, check out Twitch if you're on YouTube, so on and so forth. All that sucks that we punted the 4-1 and lost 3 straight, but you know, definitely gonna make some changes to the deck. Probably will still stream tomorrow, planning with this version of the deck, but I think I already know the changes I'm gonna make, and I'm gonna take note. So, good night, everyone. Hope to potentially see you all tomorrow.